How you guys doing?
Brother?
What's that?
Do you remember me?
Yeah.
Hey, man.
How you been?
Hi.
You Nicole?
Yes.
Okay. What's going on?
So my friend, we were out of town for a business trip this weekend.
Right.
And I dropped her off at 2 o'clock this morning. She's 15 weeks pregnant. She wasn't feeling well. And
Chris Watts, WATTS.
Wow. What's going on right now around your house?
Right now, you got K9 units, the sheriff's department. Everybody's like they're doing their best right now to figure out like.
How you guys doing?
Brother?
What's that?
Do you remember me?
Yeah.
Hey, man.
How you been?
Hi.
You Nicole?
Yes.
Okay. What's going on?
So my friend, we were out of town for a business trip this weekend.
Right.
And I dropped her off at 2 o'clock this morning. She's 15 weeks pregnant. She wasn't feeling well. And she had a doctor's appointment this morning at 9. And I told her to let me know if she needed me to take her. She's got 2 little girls. And she was very distraught over the weekend, wasn't eating normally or drinking, and we kept trying to force it on her because she's pregnant.
Mm-hmm.
Her husband and her supposedly are separating, but she didn't know this. She thought they were just having issues. He disclosed that to me today.
Okay.
Because I called him and I was like, have you talked or heard from Shanann since she left for work this morning? Because I can't get a hold of her. I've called, I've texted. Her car's in the garage. Her shoes she wears every single day are by the front door.
She only has one vehicle?
No, they only have the one vehicle in his work truck.
Okay. That's what I'm asking.
She
There's
took
not
the girls and went on a play date, but they're 4 and 2. She went on a play date. Why wouldn't she take in a car? They're both in car seats. And she had a doctor's appointment this morning at 9, and she didn't go to the doctor's appointment.
Okay. No answer on the phone. Husband's on his way.
Supposedly, but he said that 30 minutes ago, and I called him again, and he said there's 45 minutes out still. And I know the code to the door.
You do?
I do, but there's a thing on it. There's a, no, it'll, Chris,
Hey guys.
they have the thing flipped up here.
Oh. What about the garage door?
How's everyone doing today? This was a little bit unplanned. I've been working on a video all weekend, and it's taken a lot longer than I expected. But today I was just kind of, hoping you guys weren't too busy and maybe you can hang out for a while. We can talk about pretty much anything today. I don't have anything technically planned. I was thinking I might look through this body cam footage here today. But I have been working on a Sadiksha video. If you're familiar with her, she disappeared last month. Her parents presume she's dead, that she drowned. But not everyone else is so sure about that. There hasn't been any body found or any evidence that she actually drowned. There's also no evidence that there was any foul play. So it's really kind of, a mystery still. So I've been working on this long form video. I've done a live stream on it. But I really, it ended up being a lot longer than I was expecting. Once I started talking about the human trafficking possibility and the kidnapping, things like that, it just got longer and longer. So you'll be able to see that in a couple weeks. I'm almost finished with the Israel Keys video that I've been working on. And I think that one's going to be a pretty good story. for you guys. It is a longer form video, but I'm not really expecting a ton of you guys to be able to, hang out today. But it is a holiday. Um, but if you are watching, feel free to say hello in the comments there. I've got a couple things we could watch today. I was interested in checking this out again. I hadn't seen it in a while, the body cam footage. So I could just play that for a while, let you guys listen to it and see if anybody else has some other topics that they want to talk about. I hadn't really planned a whole lot for today, but I'm just going to kind of hang out for a little while, take a break from editing. um,
Do you mind calling him and seeing if we can get a passcode to this and get me permission to go in?
Okay.
I'm just gonna check the back, see if I can see anything. Right. I just want to look in all the windows, make sure I don't see anything out of. Do they? Oh, it doesn't?
So, I'm just thinking as I'm watching this, I know a lot of people have mentioned that Nicole Kessinger got into the house to this basement, but I wonder why nobody's ever mentioned how quickly the officer thought about checking these places as an access into the house. It's kind of scary to think that, there's easy way into your house and people know about it. Even if it's the police, in this case, it's probably good that they know, but still, it's kind of scary to think about.
You can't enter the house unless you see signs of.
Yep. I've got to have more unless I get consent from him to go in.
And if you don't, you can't enter.
Because it could be grandparents came and picked him up. It could be a lot of things. She left her phone. Her phone's dead.
And it doesn't change anything even if they are pregnant.
No, I mean.
It's different rules, but they're all about the
same. Yeah, you've got your Fourth Amendment rights to the house.
Yep.
I can't violate that.
Yep.
That's why.
She's like, "They'll break down the door." I'm like, "No, they won't."
No, not. I mean, if I saw her laying on the ground, something like that.
You saw signs of a fight or anything.
I could get a hold of the kids. No, mom's not answering.
Can't do much.
I got nothing right now though. How you doing? You seen your neighbors today? No? Okay. Oh, we're just trying to get a hold of her. Felt like she wasn't feeling too good and pregnant, and they were just concerned.
No, I know he works in the oil field, so he's on certain days and off for.
You didn't see her today though, any outside or anything?
Her at all.
Okay.
That's not anything.
Right.
No, but to be honest with you, that's out of the ordinary. Usually when it's hot out, it usually doesn't put out nothing. Have you talked to Dad? Ask him for the garage? Oh, that's weird.
Shit. How am I gonna get in?
Yeah, I think she's diabetic, to be honest with you.
Oh, is she?
Something with her blood sugar, I thought. He said the same thing. Yeah. My mom knows. So, she's in the diabetic program. Yeah. Oh, she's not good.
Is there a key code, Sandy, to open the garage from the outside? What is it? His mom's gonna get it.
Okay.
This is her parents.
Alright, what's the key code of the garage? Okay.
So I was just gonna say, where did it go? Well, I thought I saw a comment here that here it is. Yeah. DC said those basement windows are so strange, in my opinion. Well, you know, the thing about those windows, I don't know for sure if I've ever seen them personally, like those kind of sub basement with the little window, the little well thing around the window. But in the John Benet Ramsey case, the intruder got in through a similar window. It was a basement, sub basement kind of window where there was that well thing. I don't know what you call it, with access to the basement window. I believe that, and that, yeah, that crime also took place in Colorado. So it could be a Colorado thing. But I'm just going to go ahead and let this play for a while.
Well, I can't go in, but if they allow you to go in, I have to have the property owner's permission to enter.
Something's going on.
Okay. Well, he's the property
Well,
owner.
Chris told me Shannon was at her girlfriend's house.
Do we know who that is?
Do we know who?
Or phone number?
He didn't say.
When did he tell you that?
He needs Chris is acting funny. I don't get it. What did he say?
He told me that Shanann didn't take the girls to school this morning because she was going to go on a play date, but her car's here. And then he told Abby that Shanann left the
garage door.
What's Chris's phone number?
The driveway.
They have the top lock, the one that they have on there so CC can't escape. Chris's phone number is 910-309-1702.
Okay. It was Chris, correct?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, of course he took his time coming home because he didn't want to come home. He knew he was going to get caught and he was trying to plan a way not to get caught still.
Hey, Chris, Officer Coonrod, Frederick Police Department. Pretty good. So, do you have any idea where your wife is? Okay. Right. What my concern is, her car's here. They're saying she is diabetic. I don't want her. If she's upstairs and can't respond. Okay. About how far out are you? Okay. All right. Thanks. Dispatch Frederick 981. He states medical. This female is diabetic. Unknown if she is home though. Husband is on his way.
So was Shanann a diabetic? Because I don't remember that part.
You say how long you're taking to get
He
here?
said like 5 minutes. So he's about here.
He's told us 45 minutes 2 times in a row. He told one of my mom's friends that he was on I-45, so the interstate pretty much.
Mhm.
And we waited the time we were told. The mom called again. He said he was still on it and to wait another 45 minutes. So he's just been giving us false times and everything. And we know he's been lying because his stories aren't adding up. He's
Right.
telling everybody different stories.
I wish I could hear this guy a little bit better. But yeah, I was thinking the same thing, that they said that hoping that they would be able to go into the house with that information, which I guess, is kind of, I don't know. I guess they couldn't go in even if they thought she was diabetic, but it was a good try. Cuff you. I don't know if they mentioned any smell because I don't know if there was a smell in his truck. Um, I think they said that the house was clean. When they go inside, everything's nice and neat. So he may have cleaned up any mess. And if he did, there wouldn't be a smell, is what I think.
And do we have like her parents' phone numbers or anything we can call them and make sure?
She's not close to him.
Oh, she's not?
Not that. No,
Okay.
she still talks to him and everything, but they don't know any of the codes to the house or anything.
Well, I was just thinking maybe they were watching the kids or she was visiting them or
In this state,
they don't. Okay.
there's not think for that. You can put them in Wisconsin or somewhere around those lines.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, I don't see anything out of place. I'm not hearing kids. I'm not hearing anything.
Yeah, and all of her stuff is here, and I set off the alarm by trying to open the garage forcefully, and that didn't work. So, and their alarm's one of the ones where it goes off and it feels like it's making your ears bleed.
Mm-hmm.
So if she was in there,
She should have heard it.
yeah, she would have while she was sleeping, because they have little things on the wall on every room to go off.
Yeah, just imagine if he'd have waited one more day, if Shanann had gone to this appointment and then committed this crime, it could have taken a week or two before anybody even noticed, and he could have came up with a better plan. It's really scary.
Her car's in the garage.
What's Shannon's number?
It's 910.
And I set up the alarm. I'm assuming you probably know how loud the alarms are. It's pretty loud.
Sorry.
That's kind of weird. And the lights upstairs.
850-3286.
I understand what you're saying. You need to find out everything. You guys are banging on the door and stuff.
Yeah, I can tell Nate also thinks something suspicious is going on too. He doesn't seem like just a nosy neighbor.
I don't hear the phone ring or anything.
Yeah, me either. The neighbor has a camera system,
Mm-hmm.
and he said because we have one story. She's with a friend right now, and then there's another story. She's on a play date with her kids with another friend, and then she left in the middle of the night. So he's told us 3 different stories. So the neighbor over there said he has a camera that sees out into the street. So sorry. We asked him if he could see if he was able to see if she ever left the house.
All right, that'll
He
work.
got in someone else's car.
Yeah, it's weird how killers can just continue on like nothing happened afterwards.
Shannon, are you home? Police department, if anyone's inside, make yourself known. Police department, if anyone's inside, make yourself known. Yeah, you'd think they were here, the kids or someone would respond though. You'd hear some kind of noise.
When did you talk to her last, Sandy?
How are you doing?
I don't think Chris is coming. No. That's it right there.
I'm here. Hang on.
Yeah, get me on the phone.
Okay, get Matt on the phone.
Scott, how you doing?
How's it going?
So this is the only vehicle she would have?
Only one that, yeah.
She would drive? Okay.
That's me.
Is
that you at
Yeah.
148?
The neighbors went and checked his camera and they said that a white car drove away at 1. It was me though. That was me. I dropped her off.
That was the last action on my camera.
Okay. That's throughout the whole day, or?
Besides Chris leaving.
Well, yeah. I just looked in the, I looked at night.
What about the, you know, is there any way you can look for the day? During the daytime?
What? Frantic. The girls' car seats are in the car too. So if she left with the friend, she would have took the car seats.
I can go look if he doesn't find it.
Yeah, if you don't mind.
Okay.
Huh? Chris is in the house. We're standing outside of the police office. Can we go in the house?
We can.
I mean, that's up to him. It's his house. If you guys,
Nikki, I'm giving you permission to walk in my daughter's house.
mind if I come in, Chris? Okay. You checked upstairs? She's not there? I just want to make sure she's not passed out somewhere. Is she diabetic? You mind if I look around?
Go ahead.
Okay, thanks. Oh, you're fine. Oh, you're fine.
Yeah, you know, I heard him whistle. But I think he knew the dog was down there. You know, what I thought was really odd was the way his running doesn't even look natural. If you watch him, he's like, you know, running from one side of the truck back and forth, and you know, none of his actions actually appear to be normal behavior. Like it, there's something off about it, and I think people noticed it right away. I know we've seen this a lot of times already, but um, just his movements were just different, like just slightly, as he's trying to create the image that he's, you know, worried, but he already knows, and what he is worried about is getting caught. And yes, Crafted, he doesn't call out for Shanann. He knows she's not there. So why would he? You know, there's little things like that that happen in these kinds of things that, you know, as much as you plan, you're going to forget, you know, what you would actually do if you were actually looking for someone, you know. But yeah, I kind of want to skip back to the part where he's running from one side of his truck to the other and it just looks fake, but I won't. I'm going to go ahead and keep playing this. On a side note, I've heard all these totes are actually Thrive boxes that were purchased and never sold, but I'm not sure about that. Oh my God. Crafted says, if I lose my kids in a store even for a minute, I go crazy. The officer should have known that this isn't right. Hey, Maribel. So we're just watching the body cam footage here. But yeah, Crafted, one time I was in Seattle with my 2-year-old at the time. It was just me and him, and we went to the zoo. And inside the zoo, there's this big giant kid area that has like little kid area and then, a little bit bigger kid area. And I don't know. I took him over to this little climbing area where he climbs inside of a tree and it's got little levels up in there. And there was probably 10 kids playing there. And he was in there for probably 2 or 3 minutes. And I'm like, hey, where the heck is my kid? I saw the other kids coming out. Hey, Lauren. And, I start to panic and I start looking. I start seeing all the other kids. I'm walking around this thing and I'm like actually about to have a panic attack. And I'm thinking in my head, oh my God, what am I going to do? What do I do? Like, even though you got to go get help, but like there's that part of your brain that doesn't believe it's real. So you're trying to decide what to do. And then for me, in that particular instance, my son says, Daddy, from behind me, and he's up on this giant slide about to go down. And, he was too little for it, but he was safe. But that was the one time that I've ever felt truly scared. And it was just for a few minutes. So I can't even imagine what it would feel like for something that continues, after that initial shock. But I'm going to go ahead and keep playing this, guys.
Good for. I'm checking the house for consent.
Down her phone.
Oh. Well, any friends she would be hanging out with?
I mean,
I know. I guess her
Amanda,
parents are out of state.
across country, North Carolina.
Oh.
Yeah, so that's not happening. She can play there. Cool. All the girls' blankies are gone. Their blankies they sleep with, they don't leave anywhere without them.
Good. Nothing else appears to be missing though. Just
No.
stuff you'd take for a quick trip.
You can, yeah, full ring.
So Maribel, can you explain to pay attention to the Shanann's closet so we can actually look for whatever it is that whatever we're I don't think I saw anything out of the ordinary in this, but
Her phone's here? Her phone's here.
Does she work?
Yeah, she works from
From
home.
home.
Oh, from home.
She works, this is her lifeline.
Yeah, that thing turns back on, it's gonna start blowing up.
Oh yeah.
see, he's looking at that phone and he's thinking, "Oh crap." He doesn't look concerned. Did you see how the other people like looked at that stuff? There's a difference. It's very subtle. I don't know how to explain it.
It was shut down.
She's in the fire.
Yeah.
Cuffview, I think he would be stupid enough because most criminals are not very smart.
You know her passcode?
I don't know her passcode.
It used to be 2385, and now it's 6 digits.
It's the baby's due date.
Yeah, Lauren, I think he thought he would have more time also. And I'd mentioned this a little bit earlier. I don't know if you were here yet, but if he would have waited one day to do this, would this friend be so adamant about finding Shanann on this particular day? She had a doctor's appointment, an important one that she didn't want to miss, and she missed it. And that's why this is all started. So if Chris would have waited one more day, Would he have had a week? Would he have had 2 weeks to plan this stuff? All this stuff could have disappeared. The car could have been hidden, all kinds of things. It's really a scary thought. I'm glad he got caught immediately. I really am.
1/31/8/19.
Now, see, Lauren,
What's she do
that's
for
an
work?
interesting
She works direct
theory.
sales company called Drive.
I imagine her going back and watching this thinking, oh my God, I was standing next to a killer. It's got to be horrible feeling to look back at this time. She's standing right next to him. She's probably thinking in her head, this is what happened, but there's that other part of her head that's telling her there's no way that that's possible. It's scary. What do you mean go back?
How often does her blood sugar drop low?
Actually, her friend in Arizona said that that's the first time it's ever happened.
Let me see if I can find that. I didn't see them touch hands. Oh, way back there. Somewhere right in here. I think it's right after this.
Her phone's here? Her phone's here.
Does she work?
Ooh, I saw that.
Oh, from home?
Did you guys see that? Did everyone catch that? That was weird. I don't even think they actually touched hands.
Her phone's here? Her phone's here.
Does she work?
Yeah, she works from home.
Oh, from home?
She works, this is her lifeline.
Yeah, he was reaching down to grab it and she jumped like that. That's crazy. I've never seen that before.
Oh, yeah. Trust me.
It was shut down?
She's in the play,
Yeah.
right? Well, it was originally under the pillow on the couch. You know her passcode?
I don't know her passcode.
It used to be 2385, but now it's 6 digits.
It's the baby's due date.
1/31/8/19.
Lauren, that's another scary thought that I've been thinking about a lot lately. These killers, are they really demons? I've been watching Supernatural lately, and there's all these possessions. It's a TV show, I get it, but it makes me wonder, like, are these people like still human doing all these crazy things?
What does she do for work?
She works direct sales company called Drive.
I always forget what his high IQ was. I want to say it was like in the 160s, what I read, but I think it's like 180s that it's probably genius level or something, but 160 is just above average, I
How often
believe.
does her blood sugar
migraine.
If you said, I thought it was something with an 8 in it, like 138.
Cass is a nurse, so she figured it was because the blood pressure sugar was dropping.
Yeah.
Because she wasn't eating her normal that she normally eats. Like she takes a couple bites and says she was full.
Okay.
And she takes.
She doesn't ever black out or have
No,
seizures or anything like
No,
that.
I mean, a long time ago. She got in a car wreck, and I believe that's what happened. But Imitrex is something she takes for migraine. She took more Imitrex this last month than she ever had before, but that's just because she was in North Carolina with the humidity and everything like that. She was there for 6 weeks, and we got back Monday or Tuesday, and then she flew out to Arizona Friday morning.
If you guys don't know what they're talking about Emitrex, which is a migraine medication. I don't know what the max dose is, but I don't know that you can totally overdose on it if that's what they're talking about. He's saying she took more than she ever took before.
And then she got back last night, about 2 a.m. The flight got delayed. She left about 11. She got here at 2.
Okay.
And I went to work this morning about 5:15, 5:30.
What do you do?
I work at oil and gas in Anadarko.
What do you do for them?
Operator.
Long days then?
Yeah, I definitely still be out there.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's always a long day, especially in that heat. There's no like.
You know, that's true. I think they only give out 12 at a time, and that's for like a whole month.
Call, text messages, and
Can you look at your camera to see for their security system to see when she left?
it's us who left out the front door.
Because you told me that she went on a play date with the girls, and then
That's what she told me.
Addie said you told her that
Yeah, she went with some friends. She went to go to a friend's house with the kids. That's why I knew they weren't at school.
Addie said you told her that she left in the middle of the night.
Oh no, she didn't leave in the middle of the night. No.
Yeah.
Where do your kids go to school at?
Primrose and Vista Ridge.
Daniel said talk to you.
Okay. Hey.
So didn't he actually call the school that morning and unenroll them in school? Was that actually real? Like it wasn't, he just said they weren't coming today. He actually unenrolled them.
Yeah. No. Yeah, she said she was at her friend's house. That's what she told me she was going to do.
Nicholas.
I have no clue at whatsoever why she wouldn't take her cell phone. No, it doesn't make any sense at all. She doesn't leave out the front door, I can't see it. Well, yeah, I can look at that and see. But it's so random because it goes off and on here lately. It gets false trips. They told me it was open when I got here. I know it doesn't make any sense at all. I'm at a loss for. I don't know where she's at, where the kids are at. Hello?
I don't see her purse, but she's doing it.
Yeah. Only people that are out of state that she would contact would be in Arizona, be Cass and Josh, and they're not there.
The guy with the camera said nobody left the house during the day. The only people that showed up in the driveway and entered it were us.
I can look. What's that?
Your neighbor's camera.
Your neighbor, he has cameras. He said that the only people that left the house were you in the morning and then go over shut up.
But that's all he has.
I dropped her off.
Okay. But who left and then just. Okay. I'll see if I can get on that USA app or Chase app. See if I can get on it, please. I'll see. I will. Alright, thank you.
Hello.
He's probably checking his phone for text from Nicole.
Dispatch Rick 91. You can cancel medical if they're staged.
Chris is the last person she wants to be left.
So I'm just looking in this room over here. What's this? You see that person looks like they're looking in the toy box there. Does anybody else see that? Or am I just imagining things? It's in that room with the bluish kind of wall. Did anybody else see that? There's totally somebody in that room. Who is that? It's not a ghost,
So
right?
what time do you work?
Usually, once I get to work, it's like 6:30 to 3:30, 4 o'clock.
You usually work nights or days?
Days.
What time do you leave the day?
What time I leave there?
No, here.
Usually between 5:30 and 6.
Alright. And was Shannon here then?
Yes. Yeah, she's still in bed.
Does she usually watch the kids, or you have daycare watch them? Or?
She usually watches the kids if they're not at school.
Okay.
Yeah, I was about to go on a tangent on how this was faked, but I'm glad it was somebody's daughter. I didn't realize there was another person there.
At the pool?
Yeah.
The little rec center thing right here?
There's a pool right down there.
Yeah.
I mean, I've been here for like off and on for 3 hours. Here, you're nothing.
Alright, I can run down there and check.
Why don't you just look?
I want
You
to
guys
see
have any
what
kind of
he's
issues,
texting.
marital issues, or
We're going through separation.
you are? You guys filed yet or anything, or just talking about?
No, we're gonna sell the house and do a separation.
And how's that going?
It's going
Civil for the most
civil,
part, or?
yeah.
Does your wife go to that swimming pool often, or the?
It just depends. I mean, on a hot day like this, I would say no.
Madison. I know, you love the playground. You play it all the time when you come over.
Says at 5:27 a.m. the overhead garage door 2 was left open and never shut. About that time. So either like when I pulled away and shut the door, it never shut. It was shut when you got here. So either the sensor was tripping out, which just happened before, so I had to replace it 2 weeks ago. Before I left. It says the basement door was left open at 5:26. Visitor checked at 1:48, that's when she got home. And then the visitor checked at 12:10, that was when you came.
Were you able to pull up the video at the 12:10? See, was it front door?
At 12:10, that was Nikki.
That was you.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, Ed was beeping at me at the out in the field.
I don't see Kristen. Did she have that little screen off? Anybody right there?
It was on the nightstand next to her brother.
Is it off when she was awake?
She takes off her coat hair.
Does she do her work from a laptop, or is it just
Phone.
just from the phone?
What about your bank account?
I tried her logins are different than mine. I don't.
It's not a joint account.
It's a joint account, but like she controls all of it. Like she doesn't let me do the finances because I was pretty horrible back in the day, so she just
Hey, Yoga.
does all that. And she does it. And I have the apps on my phone, but I don't have her login to get into it.
Okay.
Unfortunately, that's.
Can you log into your account though?
I can. No, I don't have you don't have a laptop, but she has the one downstairs still. But her login, her login, I don't know her login. Like I know the password, but I don't know her login for user ID. It's always the same password, 4281915 capital SW. But it's just a matter of getting the login.
So why do you guys think he kept the ring? Do you think he was planning to sell it at some point, or do you think he left it there so they would see that she took off and left her ring? I've kind of heard both, but I think it was maybe a coincidence, just an accident.
Right, if she's getting gas or
Yeah, somewhere.
what days does she typically do work?
Every day.
Every day.
Yeah, always.
What was the name of the company again?
Lebel. Lebel.
Where are they based out of?
Texas. But they don't have like they don't have like an office. It's just all.
Does she have someone that she reports to though?
She has her leaders, but they're both in the northeast part of the country. Like that, she has Addie Maloney. She has Amanda Aikman. She has Sam Paisley.
Okay. What do you have her phone number? Yeah.
Yeah.
What'd you say her last name was? There was no note or anything by the wedding ring?
No. I put it back where it was earlier on.
Is any of her clothes, anything like that missing?
You know, if he'd pawned it, they would have offered him like $600. And I'm pretty sure I remember that his mother was really upset that he spent so much money on that ring.
not noticeable, not close to it. I mean,
It didn't look like she went through and packed up
no, I mean,
a bag
she
or
has
anything.
This and all that on the bottom, so it'd be kind of hard to tell if she took a little bit, or I mean, it'd be easy to tell if she took a lot, but it's hard to tell if she took a little bit or not.
Okay. She tell you anything about leaving, moving out?
Not moving out. I mean, the last time I talked to her was this morning. She said she was going to take the kids to a friend's house, and that's where she was going to be. And then I've texted her today. I've never heard anything. But the car's here. Car
Right.
seats are here. Unless somebody came and picked her up. But the people that I know, nobody's heard from her. Nobody's seen her.
Right. Who do you guys bank with?
Chase and USA.
You know, I think having a piece of anything on your body that's worth that much money is kind of not smart. You know, I know people have more expensive things, but um, I just watched some TV show. I think this guy had a $60,000 watch on and he got robbed immediately after he got it.
Definitely an odd one.
I don't know what I can do right now. Should I drive around like the normal route that she would be?
Where does she normally go to?
I mean, just like drive where like she would normally take the kids to school. People that I know that live down, people that live, Kristen lives down that way. I mean, that's the only routes I know she would take.
Does she go to their house frequently, or?
And not much, but. Hey. I'm still talking to the officer right now. Okay, bye.
So who's he talking to now?
Alright, bye. Sorry about that. That was her mom.
Yeah, I think Sandy would
Probably
have
not, 'cause,
attacked
I mean,
him.
you don't know what car she's in, where she's at.
I think she would have attacked him if she'd have really suspected something had happened right now. I think she would. I mean, just by the way you could see her grieving after they know for sure, I think if she could go back in time, she would have attacked.
I mean, obviously you're not going to see her car. It's here.
Well, I know Amanda's out of town because her brother died.
Yeah.
She's not flying back till the day. And the other one she's really close with that I know is Sarah.
See, I just think it's really sick that he's like going so far to pretend and ask all these people these questions. Hey, have you seen Shanann? He's actually going through his phone, talking to her, getting, you know, information on who he should talk to and doing it. I mean, that's just disturbing.
What else do you think I could do?
Yeah.
Just wait for her here?
Up here.
Well, I've got my detective coming,
Okay.
just because this is kind of an odd situation. See if we can try to get her pinpointed down, find a friend or something.
Okay.
He may have you call the bank.
Okay. Hey, sir, it's Chris Watts. Not too bad. Have you heard from Shanann today?
Did you hear how nonchalant he is? Did you hear from Shanann today? And he actually, you know, this is the performance. That cop knows something's up. He hasn't said it yet, but you can tell by the way he was trying to get into the house that he knew something was up. And I think he's getting more suspicious by the second.
No, I have not. You're my last person to call. So I'm just, all right. I don't want to make you nervous or anything, but I'll keep you posted. No.
Did you see how he smiled when he said this? You're the last person that I have to call. Like, this is a chore for him, and he's finally done.
Okay, thank you. Bye.
Is she
She lives in Aurora.
Or
You okay?
Yeah. I don't want to answer. Because she's smelly. Did you go potty?
That baby knows something's up.
Yeah? Alright. Okay.
how long you been in the oil field?
Since 2015, Anarco 2015 January, Covenant year before that. After that, I worked on cars for 11 years.
You liking it?
I love the fact that I don't have to get carpal tunnel in my wrist. That's what I left it for. Left car business for.
Right.
Because it was destroying my body. The oil field is left.
So somebody had mentioned carpal tunnels before, and that's why they moved to Colorado, I think. So was it because of Chris? I thought it was. I don't know. I might be getting some stuff mixed up here.
It's repetitive as far as the same stuff over and over, just doing that all the time.
Right.
A lot of lifting, but other than that, it's perfect for what I do. It gives me time with the kids. Like I used to be on an 8 days on, 6 days off, but now I'm on 5 and 2, so I'll go back 8 and 6 next month. So I'll be getting a lot more time with the kids. That's what I'm excited about.
Right.
Give her a break.
Do you have any medical conditions other than lupus?
Fibromyalgia, rosacea. She thought she had RA, but she took a lot of medication in North Carolina. She stopped a bunch of it when she moved here. But she has some flare-ups here and there.
When did she move here?
She moved here in 2012.
Okay. No, like recent. Is she taking any kind of medication?
Imitrex for migraines and some Monteg 2 class for like allergies and stuff like that.
Okay.
And some stuff for nausea.
No, nothing's changed as far as medication-wise.
Not that I know of. Not that she said.
Any kind of behavioral changes, anything like that recently?
Going through a separation. That's the only behavior changes I've seen. Is more still emotional. When we talk, you know.
The neighbor said he wanted to talk to her. I don't know what he said.
Okay. Tell them I'll be there in just a minute.
I want to know what was said in those couple of minutes that he walked to go talk to the other guy.
What's that?
Nothing on there.
You just have to
My
back
camera.
the truck up to the garage.
Lay down.
Loaded my stuff up in my coolers, my water jugs, my book bag, my computers, some of the tools that I had from the toolbox. I knew I was gonna have to do some pumping into rubbers today. That's why I was out so far.
Is this on continually
Yep.
recording?
Yep. Well,
It's not. Is it
any
motion or is it?
event,
Okay, so it's motion.
any motion event that happens, I get cars driving from this street, and this is him at 517.
Molly, you're being followed.
I usually park out there on the side. I just want to get everything back in. Be easier, so lugging everything out there, all the tools that I had to bring in. else gonna do with it?
My detective just showed up, so he'll probably want to talk to you. He'd probably, like I said, he might have you call at the bank and see if there's any kind of activity.
Because if there was any sort of action out
I know
there,
his camera's
I
like,
would have got it.
like
Right.
we had issues the other week when people were stealing stuff out of like garages and stuff like that. And I had parked my truck
I
over
had
here.
to park right here.
Yeah. So
you
someone,
see if
I could
anything
see where someone tried to jimmy with a flathead screwdriver over there, and it was just like,
But if any action would have happened, any cars or anything left your house, I would
yeah,
have
if it
got
would
it.
have been like right in that area, they should have picked. I mean, like,
Oh, it'll pick up anything coming down the street this way.
you know where that tree there too?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Watch, I'll show you. There's nothing on here. We've already watched that one. But like, you'll see this car.
What security system do you have?
Xfinity.
Oh,
You can see this car starting to drive down the street here.
That one.
oh, look, okay.
See what I'm saying? It picks up all the way down there.
That's cool.
He's next door.
There we go.
I was talking about dispatcher. It'll be close for.
Cause yeah, we can pick up cars coming this way. I get anything coming this way and making this turn. So, and usually at night I pick up the cars pulling a U-turn. So unless they pulled right here,
Yeah.
but I would have caught her walking out. Diesel.
Here's good.
So yeah, I thought nothing.
Nothing for the rest of the day.
No, that's it.
She's pregnant as well.
How far along?
Hey, Crafted, what is it you want us to watch again? This is that oil commercial that's about to come up, I think. Right?
15 weeks. That's why her friend said it was low blood sugar.
And see, I've got her friend leaving out here at 2 in the morning, I think. My camera. Did you go check if anything was missing around your house?
There wasn't nothing. It was like all the old blankies. That was about it. And then her wedding ring was on the nightstand. Her phone was still there.
I can't hear what they're saying very well. Yeah, I agree, Crafted.
Dropped her off at 1 in the morning, right?
My doorbell said 1:48. She came in.
So this is her friend leaving at 1:48.
So as soon as it picks up motion, it like back off. Okay. I thought she. I said, maybe.
That was the start of the video.
Yep.
That was 1:48.
In the morning.
I didn't pick her up going into the house though.
It didn't. And I usually pick him up when he comes walking through here.
Mm-hmm.
I pick him up. So it doesn't show her walking into the house.
Yeah, I don't think Chris knew that he could be seen so well.
Or she would have walked by, but I just saw
Because that little spot right there that they zoom in and they can see him walking back and forth is it's crazy.
that's funny. they see all these people coming in, they're like, what is going on?
Yeah.
And you know it's still live because it's flagging
Mm-hmm. How long is it typically record?
I've never heard of this.
30 seconds, I believe.
What does pose closing mean? Yeah, Lauren, he says that people were breaking into cars and that's why he did that. But yeah, I don't get it. But, he's swaying back and forth. He's like checking things. He's acting weird. I don't think, I even saw one point he's like checking his hand. He like looks at it because he thinks he's shaking. He is nervous. He is not worried.
But this is at 148, and then the next one I have is 105, whatever. So nothing, no cars came through, because I guarantee, with the headlights, it picked up the headlights automatically.
And my Vivint said that at 5:27, my garage door was left open. But that could have been the sensor as well. It says it was shut during the day, but I think when Nikki's son, he may try to move the door around, maybe when they were trying to get in the garage door, and it probably broke the laser there. That's because my alarm started going off.
Well, I know he said the front door he tried going in, but he had the lock up.
That's for
So
the
that
kids,
set
so
it
they don't
off,
get out.
right?
And our remote on the outside doesn't work anymore. It got wet and the whole radio on the back.
So yeah, that was it.
Okay. All right, appreciate your time.
Yeah, no problem.
Thanks.
Hopefully something comes up here.
Yeah.
Mind if
I think this is my favorite part of this whole thing right here. What Nate's about to say. I know you guys probably already know what it is too, but
just want to go talk to him, I'm going to get his info real quick. No.
He's never fidgety, he's never rocking back and forth, and if you look,
he notices it before even Dr. Oz noticed it.
Right.
and it doesn't look like he came from right here, it looks like he came from down the street. And then the other thing that doesn't make sense is why would he pull past this part? You can see him pull past.
Are you able to record this?
I'd have to call Comcast so I can get him to do whatever. But watch, you'll see him get out. And he walks back and forth a couple times. To be completely honest with you, my wife and I were kind of wondering when she was on vacation if something happened, because I've heard them full out screaming at each other at the top of their lungs, and he gets crazy.
Does he? And that's pretty recently.
See, I heard that he lied about this, but I don't, it doesn't look like a lie to me. So I don't know if Nate is just better at lying, if that's true or not. I can't tell. It seems serious. Like he really thought something might have happened, and that he really did hear them arguing.
I'm guessing that's why she went and visited people, is because she wanted to get away from the situation.
Do you have your ID handy?
See, all of that sounds logical, but I swear I heard him go on some TV show and said that he kind of exaggerated that statement. But it seems logical. Why did she go to North Carolina for so long? And she was gone for a long time. Yeah, I know he admits that, but looking at him say it right there, it doesn't look like a lie compared to everything Chris Watts says today in this video looks fake. The way he looks at the officer, it doesn't look fake.
But watch, you'll see him get out. And he walks back and forth a couple times. To be completely honest with you, my wife and I were kind of wondering when she was on vacation if something happened, because I've heard them full out screaming at each other at the top of their lungs, and he gets crazy.
Does he? And that's pretty recently.
I don't think it's an
That's why she
exaggeration.
went and visited people, is because she wanted to get away from the situation.
Do you have your ID handy?
I know he said he exaggerated it, but I don't see, it doesn't look fake to me like he's exaggerating it. It looks honest and sincere worry. He looks worried on his face. But he really did pick up the self-soothing before anyone else did. Does anyone know what Nate does for a living?
Over and over where he's getting exactly what he's doing exactly, because that's not him. He's usually really quiet.
Going to look, that's the back of his truck. That's that. He has right here. Yeah, flat.
Well, Lauren, I don't know why he would exaggerate it to the police right now, but I think that maybe somebody had told him not to say it, so he had to kind of take it back. I don't know why I don't know. He doesn't look it to me, it really doesn't look like he's exaggerating. It doesn't look like he's lying. He's sincerely worried. That's what I see anyway. Compared to the other behavior that we see with Chris Watts, he looks fidgety, he looks worried, but not worried like, where is she? Worried like, oh my God, I'm going to jail. It just looks different. I don't know why he would say that he didn't really hear them arguing. Um, he said, I heard them screaming at each other. That's different from, arguing. That's different from all kinds of things. And maybe he heard it one time and he just wanted to imply, clarify that it didn't happen all the time, but it did happen once. I don't know exactly what. I wish I could ask him what he meant, but
Well, that was always back there.
Well, yeah, but this is just weird because now I've got
What's your phone number?
303-905-7885. 85. It just seems kind of odd to me. Why would he pull the truck up and go to the garage?
Right.
yeah, I've never seen him pull it back.
I've never seen him. If he loads his stuff, he normally just walks back and forth because I get him on camera.
What does he usually load up?
All he usually has is a lunch box and a book bag, looks like a computer, and usually a water jug. That's it. But the fact that he was in here and explaining to it over and over and over.
Well, odd.
guys, I don't know how to turn off the Nightbot thing. I turned it on one time and it's been on ever since. And, I do want you guys to go through and click the little heart thing as many times as you can, but I don't know how to turn the Nightbot off. I'll have to try to figure that out. Maybe I can get it to say a few different things. But I totally forget to, mention that in the chat. So that was the idea behind the chatbot thing. But I turned it on once. I don't know how to turn it off. I will figure it out. I just wanted to get that out there.
He doesn't look worried. He looks like he's trying to cover his tracks. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And if he's loading his stuff, why isn't he walking back and forth? But I can't see what he's doing in the back of the truck because he pulled into the garage. And he knows my camera's there.
Any other neighbors have cameras around here, you know?
I'm sure a bunch of them do, but not that I know of.
Okay.
So that's why nobody likes my stuff. It doesn't. Nobody knows because everybody's blocked it. I didn't know you can actually block it. But the Nightbot thing has blocked me a few times from saying things on my own chat here. But I just wanted to say that real quick.
Yeah, I'll look at it.
Yeah,
I'll do a search here in a minute.
all these forts kept coming up missing, so we moved in here, I put this in. And like you said, someone was breaking into it. He said that someone was breaking into his toolboxes of his truck. So I told him he could park his truck out there in case they saw something. Diesel, I know you want to go play with the baby so bad.
Her mom was texted and said we did it before. She doesn't have a GPS tracker. Truck that says everywhere he goes.
Okay.
Just FYI.
Don't you think it's, look at the,
I know. I'm
Kinda
trying
odd.
not to.
no, I'm
do
just
that.
saying it's kind of odd that he pulls his truck back behind my camera. The cutoff, the truck's in the garage right now. And he never backs his truck into the
That's
driveway
what her
either.
friend Christina did.
Diesel.
She's like, he never backs his truck up. Her mom said it too. She's like, he carries his stuff out in the house. He
Yep.
doesn't back his truck up.
Well, I have him on camera doing it when he does it. Because when he was parking his truck over here, the other thing was odd is while she was gone, he kept parking his truck and her car over here. And I used to see him walk out of his house right
He
here.
took the car out of the garage?
Oh, the car was parked over there for a long time, like a couple days.
This past weekend?
No.
It was when she was gone for the 6 weeks.
Oh,
But I thought it was kind of odd that he never parked in front of here or right here. He said someone broke into his truck and he parked over here. I have no idea. Hey, he's acting so suspicious. He's normally, you can ask them, he's normally quiet, real subdued. He's over here telling you 3 times what he took out, what he did, what he did, what he did. He's very,
So I put the Nightbot in a timeout. That's about all I can do until I figure out how I turned it on, and then I can turn it off.
he never talks. So the fact that he's over here blabbing his mouth makes me kind of suspicious of something.
yeah, but I mean, put yourself in his situation.
Oh, I agree.
You know, anyone's going to be nervous. You don't know what to do.
No, I agree, but I'm just saying the way he told you 3 times what he brought with him, why is he telling you exactly what he brought with him instead of saying, oh, they didn't see anybody out here, he didn't see anybody doing anything? You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Why is he so worried about you knowing what he's carrying out? That's all I'm saying.
I wonder if Nate watches true crime.
What's that? He's talking to him right now? Okay.
Chris? Yeah. Hey, are you okay if we just walk through it a little bit? And then look at her phone if it's still up there?
Yeah, okay. I guess.
What's this door right here go to? It's locked. Do you have a key for it?
Yeah, they wake up, they'll just go right here and just play with that. Yeah.
Well, that's bright.
So you normally,
Yeah, no,
so you normally keep it locked?
yeah, because they would go in there, they'd be in soap. Like last time we had Vaseline everywhere,
Yeah.
so that was not fun.
I don't blame you. So does she normally make the beds, the kids' beds?
No.
No. Okay. This all looks normal to you. Does it look like
This-
maybe in a rush or
This is about
normal?
like when kids go get up first.
Get up,
Yeah,
yeah.
and they'll just kind of like go around.
Sure.
Just go get hurt.
Sure. Okay. All right.
'Cause we don't wake up till they wake up.
Yeah.
Officer, ask Chris. Ask Chris if what girlfriend is supposed to be. Wait a minute.
Yeah, he said he did.
You know, I wonder if Nate hadn't pointed those things out, if it, you know, I think it's just incredible. If he was watching true crime, he saw the things. Just like we look at it now, we can see those things happening. And I think you know, it's one of the good things that comes out of watching stuff like this. So whenever, you know, something out of the ordinary does happen, you know, you can spot those things too. You know, I would like to hope that I would be able to spot them as well, you know.
We're gonna try.
Thank you very much.
All right.
I'll let you go. So as most of them never go to the house at 12:29. So we'll go for the house.
All right.
And I'm telling you one more time, never practice personal favors. There is never something.
That's just hard to hear. I feel sorry for her.
Officer, my husband talked everyone, that she would never ever.
So what are they listening to? Because I can't hear it.
Yep.
So I kind of want to talk about the sleeping with the kids thing. There's a lot of books out there, you guys, that say that it's good to teach the kids to sleep on their own. There's a lot of things that happen to marriages because the kids sleeping in the parents' bedroom. I didn't know they actually lock the door. I think that's a little bit too far. I don't think they should need to lock the door. The kids should be able to come, you know, if something scary happens, obviously. But I don't think it's necessarily a bad thing. My kids slept with me. You know, I'm not, I don't live with my ex anymore, but the kids slept with me all the time. She usually slept in her own little spot because she couldn't sleep with the kids, but they always slept with me. Um, you know, I don't know. I think everybody's different, but there are schools of thought that say that sleeping with your kids is makes them dependent, and you know, there's actual reasons why you wouldn't want to do it. But at the same time, I don't know what the right answer is.
We'll keep that in mind. All right. Thanks. Bye. Did you tell your mother-in-law that she went to a friend's today?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. What friend?
So I went to a friend's house, so that's all I knew.
Who was she supposed to go to?
That's all she told me. She said she's going to a friend's house to take the kids.
When did she tell you that?
This morning when we were talking to about 4 or 5 o'clock.
She really knows for work.
The stuff she had last night.
Yep.
What's this? This is.
That's just some Anadarko stuff.
Is that your stuff?
Yeah, that's the stuff I was going to give to some people so they don't fit me anymore.
Oh, these are your jeans.
Yeah, it's like 38s. They're way too big now.
Okay, well, give us a call or anybody if you hear anything from her. Otherwise, I'm going to start putting together just in case we need to pull the trigger for a missing person. Yeah, I'm gonna try to run some things down using her phone, and then see if we can't find somebody. If nobody's heard anything at all, then we'll probably pull the trigger a little bit quicker. Go that route. So, I mean, you can do that now. There's no reason. I mean, as far as like walking through fields and stuff like that, I don't know.
He should be
You can do
nervous.
that now.
You know?
If you guys want to start that, there's no reason you can do that right now.
Okay.
Absolutely. So, but the other things I'm going to do is a little more detailed as far as digging into friends and addresses and things like that. But by all means, you have to call hospitals and hotels even, see if she's checked in anywhere, whatever. But all right, I'll start with the friends list of maybe friends either one of you know about. So.
I called everybody that I know that she would
That
call
she
and
would
talk
know.
to.
Okay. All right.
Did you have one of those numbers?
Yeah. I've got some of these.
Yeah, I think he's getting quieter
Okay.
too as time goes on because he is more nervous.
Want to talk before we go?
What about bank account checking into that? Do we need account numbers or anything, or have him call?
Yeah, find any credit cards. That's why I was asking about the credit cards if there are any missing, but none of yours are missing either.
Cash? She usually carry cash with her, or no?
Cash I gave her yesterday
Still in there.
Okay.
because I paid her for the hotel because I'm surprised I'm not paid her taxable.
Okay. Okay. Well, I got your numbers, so I'll be in touch. Maybe one of us will be
Yeah, he is very not normal, and it's not. I'm a worried kind of. It's like, oh God, they know what I've done.
I know everyone.
Comes with the job.
Yeah. Good or bad.
No, he's not a bad thing. He's friendly.
Well, good or bad, I get to contact everyone eventually.
Okay.
Yeah, I think the officer with the cam did a great job too. He was very careful in what he said. He tried to make Chris feel like he wasn't under suspicion, so that maybe Chris would talk more, I think.
Everybody looking around, asking around. So really what it is we're going to go back and do now will be part of that process, the missing persons process, is because we want to find out where she at if the kiddo was involved. Yeah. Too. So they definitely want to run that part.
Is this a pretty current picture?
No.
No?
I've got one.
Oh, you did?
Yeah,
Okay.
their Facebook is full.
Okay.
So that's where we start, and then like I said, what we do is we're going to start calling around by all means.
Well, guys, I am gonna have to get off of here in a couple minutes, like maybe 2 minutes. But I'll let this play. There's not much left, I think.
Pulled up in this area. We had got it on camera with her coming in and out and stuff.
Possibly. I mean, it didn't pick her up going in from when you dropped her off.
But I did wait. I know she made it in the house because I waited till she shut the front door.
Right. But his video just showed you
Yeah, I know.
backing out, so there's a gap there that
Yeah.
didn't pick up.
Do these neighbors have cameras?
I'm gonna walk it here in a minute.
Yeah, guys, when I started this live, I didn't know what I was actually gonna do.
But
So
it wouldn't surprise me if the people next door do.
Right. Yeah, I don't see any on that one or that one. Just
Yeah,
looking, but
he does either. He's got a big old German Shepherd that he says is his protection.
yeah. Works a little better than a
If
camera.
he was out here right now, you'd know.
Yeah.
Barney gets a little crazy when he sees people he doesn't know. He's knocked out the fence posts, or the pickets,
Yeah.
because he runs and hits the fence. He's knocked the pickets down. Oh, her mom warned me when we first moved in. Her mom was like, that dog's so mean.
Yeah.
Did she walk
I don't know.
the driveway, or did she walk through the garage?
She walked through the right here because I pulled up. Do
Yeah,
you
my
want to talk to
camera
police
recorded.
officer? This is her mother.
Hello?
Hi, this is Shanann Watts.
Hey, how are you?
I cannot imagine being this woman. She's got to be,
Right.
I don't know. I don't know what I would do. I'd be panicking. If I was her, I would be, angry.
Right. Right. What is your name? Sandra? Can you spell your last name for me? What is your date of birth, Sandra? What's your phone number? Okay. So, how would you describe their relationship recently? Right. Mm-hmm. Okay.
I didn't know who Zawoki was. I got to go here in a sec, guys. But it's funny. The first time that he posted something on my channel on his channel, it was really kind of exciting. Um, hearing a bigger channel like mentioning my channel, it was really cool. I don't mind when people share my content as long as they say, hey, go check out the channel, then I don't mind. Okay, well, I'll let this play out, but I do have to get off of here. Well, I've got about 3 minutes left, so I'll go ahead and let this play for a couple more minutes.
Sandy's calling you.
That's her mom. Isn't that who you're talking to?
I don't know, it keeps beeping.
That's probably just text message.
Right. Mm-hmm. Right. 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 That's kind of the impression everyone's telling me. We're not finding her purse. Right.
Yeah, I can't hear anything she's saying.
Yep.
I mean, I can hear some every once in a while.
Yeah, I've already looked back there. Right. Not yet. We're just trying to figure out if she's missing at this point. And, right. Mm-hmm. That started today. What school is that? Primrose? What town is that in? Okay. No, that was a
Well, guys, I have to get off of here. I'm going to go ahead and let this play out. There's, I think, maybe a minute or two left, and then I'll end the live. But I'm going to go ahead and hop out of the video here. I got to make a phone call to talk to my kiddos, see how their Easter was. But I enjoyed having everyone here. I had a lot of fun, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.
this morning at like 5:30. Okay. Okay. 3050. Okay. All right. Yeah. As soon as we figure something out, we will let you know. Right. Bye. You got a minute?